suddenly holding him, her hands on his shoulders. Stephen, why are you all in the dark? I couldn't bear the light. Tell me.
Sometimes it's annoying, especially if you have that. Yeah. But generally,
Hey, it's me, Vicky Marie.
There you go.
I think this is the live press conference, but I think it has finished. I don't know.
It's Jonathan. Martin's just wandered off. Yeah, Martin's just wandered off.
Let's see.
Thank you.
Well,
thank you. Thanks.
Yeah, they are.
Okay, this looks like it's the start of it.
Let me know when you're ready then. Yeah, no worries. Let me know. Okay, thank you. Thanks everybody for coming today. Today, police specialist divers have found the body of a female in the River Wensum after a detailed and methodical search over the past few days. Whilst we establish her identity, our thoughts are with Gaynor's family at this difficult and distressing time. We have specialist family liaison officers supporting the family and keeping them updated with what we are doing at all stages. We remain open-minded to the circumstances of Gaynor's disappearance and will continue to pursue all lines of inquiry to ascertain why she went missing. I'm keen to say that this remains a missing person inquiry at this stage. I'm also satisfied at the moment, based on the evidence that we have, that Gaynor did not meet anybody on the way to the park, and we now have a better understanding of her movements through the city centre. Whilst this is not the outcome we wished for, our search is always predominantly focused on the river and the park. We will now need to complete a post-mortem examination to establish means of death. But I would reiterate at this stage that there is no evidence of third-party involvement. Nothing in our inquiries have changed this position. I would like to thank the media and the public for their continued support during this difficult and challenging time. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks very much.
Is that it? No questions? Bless him. No, that's it, I think. Okay. Somebody let me know there was I missed. Hi, Renee. I missed that there was a press conference. So somebody just let me know there was one. So obviously I missed it live. Let's just have a look one more time at what he says. So, I mean, there's not much to say really that we don't already know. He's just really saying that they found a body, and at this time it's not been identified, but this time they feel that it is probably her. Let's have another look. How are you, Rena? Hope you're having a good day.
For coming today. Today, police specialist divers have found the body of a female in the River Wensum after a detailed and methodical search over the past few days. Whilst we establish her identity.
Yeah, and they have been searching for quite a few days, though. I think today wasn't today the first time that sonar was there. I'm not sure, but obviously it was a week ago she went missing, so it has been a week that they've been looking for her, bless her. Anyway, they found her. Good. Not good, obviously, in the circumstances that she's been found, but better to be found sooner rather than later. Now the question is, what happened?
Our thoughts are with Gaynor's family at this difficult and distressing time. We have specialist family liaison officers supporting the family and keeping them updated with what we are doing at all stages. We remain open-minded to the circumstances of Gaynor's disappearance and will continue to pursue all lines of inquiry to ascertain why she went missing. I'm keen to say that this remains a missing person inquiry at this stage.
So, although he's saying it remains a missing persons inquiry, and he does say again in a minute that they don't feel like there was any suspicious circumstances, but notice he's very keen to say they're looking at all avenues. I think they've definitely learnt something from, at least from the Nicola Bulley fiasco. So if that's one good thing, I suppose, that comes out of that, that's it. They do seem to have dealt with this very well, and particularly with the cordoning off of the scene, because it's a big place to cordon off, isn't it? A park that probably people use all the time. I mean, maybe not so much in the winter as they do in the summer, but you know, they took the decision and they did it, and they were right to do it because they found a body in there, and you know, they it's not good for the media to be around or anyone to be around. They need privacy to retrieve somebody from the river.
I'm also satisfied at the moment, based on the evidence that we have, that Gaynor did not meet anybody on the way to the park, and we now have a better understanding of her movements through the city centre. Whilst this is not the outcome we wished for, our search is always predominantly focused on the river and the park. We will now need to complete a post-mortem examination to establish means of death. But I would reiterate at this stage that there is no evidence of third-party involvement. Nothing in our inquiries have changed this position. I would like to thank the media and the public for their continued support during this difficult and challenging time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Yeah, so there you go. He just did it all correctly, if you like, didn't he? You know, thanked everyone, thanked the public, thanked the media. I don't know, just look, there he's even shaking the guy's hand there. Let me just see I just want to have a look at the police website. Just see if they've got anything extra on there. It's the actual Norfolk Constabulary. I don't think there'll be anything more on there yet. No, it's not even been updated from yesterday. Don't think it's even been updated. Oh, I just want to show you this because it's very sad, because let me show you. Looking at this yesterday, so that's her when she was leaving work, and I know you can't tell what people are feeling, but she's smiling. I don't know. Yeah. So as far as the Norfolk police website is concerned, it hasn't been updated yet that a body has been found. It's still on the timeline, the CCTV. You know, she started off, let's have a look. She started off running, didn't she? Now, whether she's running because it's raining, why is she running there? She left work early, she runs. She's in such a hurry, she actually nearly gets run over twice here as she's trying to get over the road here. You know, goes right next to the car, crossing on a green light. And then she runs to the cathedral. Or she's not running now, but she's rushing. You know, she's got a spit on, really, isn't she? She's going quite quickly to the cathedral. She puts her coat on. This is where we don't know what she did for 30 minutes in the cathedral. Did she go in the cathedral? People have suggested she might have done a confession, but it's not a Catholic church, apparently. She may have visited a grave. She may have just gone to pray. We just don't know. And then the next time she was seen, and the last time, she's no longer in a rush. And this is at 4:01. She's just sauntering down the street. Is she wobbling a little bit? I'm not sure. Anyway. And off she disappears into the, well, I say into the night. It's not night, it's evening, isn't it? Dusk. 4-ish, still early, and that supposedly is when she actually went to the river. So, there you go. Just wanted to show you the press conference. He didn't say much that we don't already know, but hey, Chumba. Yeah, just a quick one, this, just to... Well, creators putting pictures of the police removal. Hi, Jean. I don't know why they do that. You know, they have no respect for the families. And, you know, channels that do things like that, they do give YouTube generally a bad name. No, you know, social media in general, when they do things like that, they make things up. Just horrible, just nasty, that, to put a picture up of somebody's body being removed from the water. It's just nasty, isn't it? It's just a horrible thing to do. Anyway, why would you even look for that? I mean, you know, why would you even be looking for that to put on your channel? Anyway, I don't know. I'm just trying to inform people what's going on. That was the police. Oh God, what do you call it? But you can't even call it press conference, really, because it was just him talking in the park. And, you know, they're still saying, as far as they know, there's no reason to believe it's anything but a missing person. You know, there's no foul play as far as they know. So they'll know a lot more now that they've been through her phone and her messages, and they'll know why she left work early. They'll probably know why she's gone to the cathedral now. You know, they'll have a much more of an idea of her movements, and they said they had much more of an idea now of her mental state of mind. But very sad. Well, one bomber, why are the police corrupt? I don't agree that the police are corrupt, to be honest. You know, I'm sure some police are corrupt, but I think probably the majority of police do a very good job, personally, I think. But anyway, they went looking for her. They found her. I think they've dealt with this case, or this, you know, I think the thing is that I think what the College of Police and Review led me to see, perhaps, that, you know, there is always these things going on behind the scenes that you don't know. And the police aren't like YouTubers or even mainstream media. They can't just come out and say things. You know, they've got to be, you know, there has to be some secrecy. Of course there does. Anyway. Are you the same football team, Chumba and Jean? You've got your is it Rangers, yours? I hope I'm said the right one there. Yeah, I think, you know, at the end of the day, probably 9 times out of 10, 99 times out of 100, I think we've got to be careful about bashing the police too much, that's all. I mean, we have to hold them to account, of course we do. We have to hold them to account. We have to be wary of not just accepting everything. Right. But, you know, we also, I think, have to be wary of just police bashing generally, because, you know, no matter if something happens tomorrow in your life, and I don't mean that, I'm not talking to anyone in particular, I'm just talking in general. First person you're going to ring is the police. You're not going to ring Mr. Folding, are you? He's not going to come out and help you when you need help, or you've been robbed or whatever. So, you know, they do. I think the police generally do a good job, but They just have to be held to account when they don't. And we're lucky that we can do that. We can go on social media and slate them, and we're not going to get somebody, hopefully, you know, knocking on our door and taking us away to never be seen again. Hi, Carrie. Well, One Bomber, it's not actually facts. It's what you think. You know, the facts, you know, that's an opinion is not a fact. You know, an opinion is not a fact. An opinion is an opinion. So, but it has to be backed up by facts. Anyway, that's what I think. So, and I don't think it's true that all the police are corrupt. When you say the police are corrupt, it's like you say, what? Who do you mean? Every single police person is corrupt. You know, that's just, you know, it's not possible, is it? There will be bad ones, of course there will. In any profession, there's going to be good and bad. I mean, look at Wayne Couzens and them and the Met Police and all that. There are horrible, you know, there are, of course there are bad police and that, but you know, they're not all bad. That's all I'm saying. Peter Folding's corrupt too. Well, I don't know about that. I don't think he's corrupt, but I do think he's self-serving. But maybe he is corrupt. Do you know? Well, I've been banned on Twitter by Mark Williams Thomas. I can't get over that because Mark Williams Thomas, he's always following the money, isn't he? And I always, you know, I've been following him for ages, for years, and and I quite, you know, he just really annoyed me when he was saying about Oscar Pistorius. He thought he was innocent. And obviously there's some book coming out. There's something in it for him. And now he's virtually saying that Michelle Mone is innocent. And she's just like, you know, so corrupt. So I've had enough of him. Had enough of Mark Williams Thomas. Oh, but he's had enough of me because he's blocked me on Twitter. I can't believe he's blocked me. I mean, am I that important? You know, I mean, I hardly ever go on Twitter. You know, it's not like, you know, what was the point in blocking me? But I think what happened was when he made some comments about Michelle Mone being innocent or something, and I made a comment that you always follow the money, don't you, Mark? And a lot of people liked that comment, and I don't think he liked that. So I think that's why he's blocked me. I don't know, but I don't really care because I can always look if I want to look at what he's got to say. I can look at it on other accounts. I don't have to do it on that account. But it just amused. I just suddenly thought, oh, I haven't seen a post from Mark William Thomas for ages. And I just knew it. I just had a feeling. I thought, I bet he's blocked me. And there you go, he's blocked me. So there you go. He is a twonk, Chumber. In fact, I might get a mug done with that on. Okay. Well, you never know, One Bomber. Maybe it will. Maybe it will come down. You know, these sort of things tend to come out. If there is anything there, they tend to come out quite a long way down the line, don't they? You know, and we may never get to know about it. But the thing is, by the time things come out, they're normally not important anymore. You know, that when they do allow things to come out, it's normally because nobody really cares about it anymore. So it won't come out while people are still interested in it. If there is anything to come out, it won't come out while people are still interested in it. Yeah. Yeah, I think I must have hit a nerve, but how can, you know, I just was really surprised because I wasn't the only one that was criticising him. Obviously, he knows that. You go on Twitter, Twitter's the same as YouTube. You say what you think and you just sort of duck down then duck down for everybody throwing things at you to say, no, that's not true. You know, that is the way it is. And as long as people aren't nasty, you normally don't bother sort of blocking them. Obviously, if they're nasty, but I wasn't nasty to him. Yeah, Carrie, I can't get over that either. So why are you scared, Wesley, of Mark Williams Thomas? He's probably got a bit the daggers out for me now, unfortunately. But anyway, there you go. There you go. I'm blocked by Mark Williams Thomas. Yeah, strange, really, though, isn't it? Strange, because you know, I didn't swear at him or anything. I didn't, you know, I just said you're always following the money. Now I haven't read Brian Harvey's testimonies. Maybe I need to have a look at them. Are they videos, Wesley? I honestly don't know anything about him. I don't know. Well, I know he was in a group, wasn't he? I know his name, and I've seen other people mention him, and that's it. He's 17, but I don't know. I've never watched any of his videos. I don't know anything about him. So, but maybe I should have a look. Maybe I will have a look. Well, when I see the proof of that one bomber, you know, we've got to be anyway. Okay. That was it. I just wanted to show you that press release very, very quickly, just to show you what the police had to say, just because we've been following the story of Gaynor, bless her. And so lots of love going out to her family and that, and I hope Gaynor is at peace. But I will be back later at 9 o'clock UK time for Friday Night Live. We're going to talk about a lot of things, I think. And actually, I thought maybe we'll talk about some happy things as well and have a little break from doom and gloom and try and maybe look at something cheerful as well. But anyway, we'll be talking about something interesting, that's for sure. So thank you. I'm off. I'll see you later. May your gods go with you.